Holy jeez, man. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to Reckless Radio XYZ, the station that don't play by the rules. Don't bow to the gatekeepers. And sure as hell, don't censor the underground. I'm your host, Rebel Joe, holding it down with stories that matter, voices that need to be heard, and beats that cut straight through the static. And tonight, we got one for the real ones. The truth seekers, the bar breakers, the mic burners, coming straight out of the underground with bars sharp enough to slice steel. We got none other than Jayne Dough. But first, I'll be bringing in my little co-host here, Drew. Hey, hold on there. Let me get him in. Boom. Drew. Hey, how you doing, man? Unmute.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
All right.
So this person we got, Jayne Dough. She's been flipping pain into poetry, grinding into gold, throwing shade at the industry clones from cipher circles to center stage. Jayne knows the name, and trust me, after tonight, you won't forget it. Drew, come on, man. Tell me a little bit about her.
JoJo. So, Jayne Dough is one of the most genuinely creative female MCs in the underground. She also has an incredible style with her face paint, and she has a TikTok show called Trash Finds Trash. So, without further ado, everybody, welcome Jayne Dough.
There we go. We're getting her in. There we go. You need to unmute. Unmute. Unmute.
Mute.
There you go.
Okay, now we
There
got
you
it.
go. Yeah.
We're in. Good to see
Yes.
you. Good to see everyone. Hi, Joe. Hi, Drew.
Hey, it is so good to have you back on with us.
Perfect. Happy to be here. Actually, honored to be here.
Yeah, this is literally one of my favorite shows by far.
Dude, it's always refreshing. First of all, to have a female from the underground. Second of all, to have one with your charismatic charm and your energy and stuff, it just makes it worthwhile. Even when we have a hard time with the technology and the thing, you know, it makes it worthwhile when we get to see your face and hear your voice. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, and thank you. That's so nice. And I feel like the technology thing got smoothed over.
Yeah, well, Drew had it. Drew had a flash there. He's like, "Hey, wait a minute. We did with the Zoom and we had no problems. Why don't we switch back to that?" And I'm like, you know what? I'm paying for StreamYard and it's always echoing and backfeeding. So screw that. They're not getting our money no more.
Yeah, they should give you a refund on this month. You should ask for a refund for this month. Sorry about that beeping, but yeah, they should refund you for your time and efforts.
They're not nice.
Yeah, they're not nice. And
I've actually heard that from somebody. Another podcast said that, or was having trouble with them.
Yeah.
I don't know what they went to as an alternative, but this seems to be working.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
I want to
and man, I am so honored to have my favorite homegirl back on the show, especially somebody not only as talented as you, Jayne Doe, but also I just gotta say though, I mean, we're gonna get into the whole thing, but man, your face paint design, and then you even have a show on TikTok. Man, I mean, everything that you're doing, girl, is just absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. That's so nice. I'm having a lot of fun doing it too. So I appreciate I
I
appreciate
bet.
the
well, with your
I,
I want to take just a couple, maybe 30, 40 seconds of one of your videos, just kind of show people a little bit more of what Jane does.
Okay, go for it.
yeah, let's do it.
Which one is this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there we go.
There's a loud noise in the beginning, everyone. I'm sorry. It's
Wait, dude, I love how you do it in the kitchen. I just think that's so fucking cool.
that's my real job. I asked my boss, and I was like working a real like that video, I was working a real shift where I had to make like I think 200 something pies, and I was like, I asked my boss, I was like, is it okay if I and he said yes because he's a very nice guy.
That's awesome. I love that.
That's the real kitchen I work out of. That's like my real life job.
Right. Yeah, no, I did know that. It's just like, I just find it like so cool that you could actually like make that happen. That's dope.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And it's like my real life. That's the kitchen is like my kitchen job pays for the fun clown stuff I get to do. So.
Yeah, which, by the way, let me just say the face paint that you have on tonight, I am so interested because it is amazing, as always.
Thank you. It's different. I do it different every time, and I just kind of go for it. I never have a plan. I just kind of go for it. But so thank you very much.
Absolutely. And I mean, and one of my most favorite things about you, which that's why, I don't know if you saw the post I put up, I think it was yesterday, the day before, where it says Clown Lives Matter. And literally when I saw that design, I was like, yo, Jayne would love this shit. Like this is fucking dope.
Yeah, that's fun. Do you want to know how I started doing my makeup like this?
Absolutely, of course.
It was on the Malenko tour. I don't know if you guys know, but the Insane Clown Posse went on tour in 2017. It was the Malenko tour reunion, and I got to be a merch girl for one of their openers. And I got to do a different clown paint every night, but because we were on tour, we had to go in gas stations and I had to go into hotels. So I was trying to find a way to do like a casual clown paint. And this is casual enough that I could get away going into grocery stores. So I started just doing the 2 and the 2. And yeah.
That's dope.
So yeah, I tried to make it simple enough that like I could still check into a hotel without getting a funny look.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's so cool because honestly, all your pictures that you have up, I'm literally flabbergasted. Like even the different colors and like just like the different styles, like it's so amazing.
Thank you. It's really, I freehand every time. I just kind of go for what feels like it might be cool. And sometimes awesome. It's not cool, but there's good and bad ones. But
hey, but I mean, you know what? If anybody can make it work, it's you.
I was just going through a couple of them there, and I put them up as we were talking. So just because we're now in the 2 I shown, it's like 3 different styles, but it all works.
Thank you. That specific one, I had gotten pied in the face with I had a red paint on, and then I got pied in the face, and I took all of that off, and then I did that makeup that we're looking at really fast, like fast enough to get back on camera, and yeah, so
that's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I like doing it too. Like it's I enjoy doing. It's good creative expression.
Yeah, like I honestly, I would even say that almost brings up a point of like, so I bet this October, I bet you could probably do like a black and orange type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like that wicked shit.
Yeah, that photo's from the Malenko tour. That's
yeah, that to me is like that's my favorite one of you.
I think I'm like 19 in that photo.
Holy,
like
just a youngin.
Yeah. Although it's almost 7 years ago, right? If that math is right. Yeah. So that photo is kind of a long time ago, or it feels like a long time ago.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah. But thank you guys. You guys are so nice.
This one is so simple, but yet expresses so much. I love this.
Yeah.
I've had to do it in a car a lot from doing my clown paint on tour. I like that the one you're looking at is like super quick because I had to do it in a car. Cool. So I try to keep it simple enough.
Right. And I mean, you pulled it off. And even just having the mic in front of you, like you honestly almost look like a podcaster, like doing like
I have the mic here. It's not actually, it's not even plugged in, but it's just for the effect.
But that's so cool the way you did that. Like, I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, because that's even like why I chose that one, like for tonight's show, is being like, okay, you have the face paint and you have the mic in front of you. So it's like, wait, that goes hand in hand with everything we're doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I should recreate that photo with today's clown paint.
Yeah, hey, I'd be all about it.
Might as well.
You can absolutely send it to us. And so I mean, so honestly, so when it comes to your face paint though, so I'm just curious. So when you said you go on tour and things like that, so
Or I
do
did.
you also like match the colors with like whatever the tour is about or like what it's like kind
Maybe.
of around?
I match it to what I'm wearing usually.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
what I'm wearing, but like if I'm going to an like do you know Juggle Ohio?
Yeah, Jug Ohio. Yeah.
Happened. One of his nights was Elements themed, and one of his albums for that is Trash Fire. So I went.
Oh yeah.
I went dressed as Trash Fire. So I matched my clown paint to look like fire, and then I wore a trash bag as like a belt.
Oh, that's so sick.
But so yeah, I guess I try to match it to the theme, but more so to match whatever. Or I was the song Chicken Hunting a couple of Hallowickets ago, so I did my paint to match chicken hunting. So I'll match a theme.
That's awesome.
Yeah, or I'll match a color. Or
I absolutely love that because I'll tell you, I mean, one of my favorite ones is honestly by far is Riddle Box.
Okay, love Riddle Box.
The Riddle Box, yeah.
I'm a Malenko girl, but Riddle Box is a good one.
Hey, I mean, I've always loved Malenko. It's just that the interesting thing for me with Malenko was like, so when I first heard that one, I felt like weird about it, where I was like, okay, all the homies love it, and I dig that, but then I started thinking, wait, like, but a lot of mainstreamers like it too. So then, like, it kind of made me like be like, yeah, like,
okay. I can see that.
Yeah, but I mean, but hey, Malenko is a phenomenal album as far as musically, though. Absolutely.
Yeah. Joe, do you have a favorite Joker's card?
Yeah. This is all so new, and like I'm like I recently started getting into what's her name there, Harlequin.
Yeah, Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, from
Harley Quinn.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
I love her. I
Yep.
love her.
Like,
She is like an inspiration, actually.
oh, you were the first kind of Harlequin type person that I've spoken to. So for me, it was all you. So after speaking to you, that's when I watched Suicide Squad, and I'm like, man, like it was so cool because I could picture you actually like fucking people up the way like what you're doing based upon the character and your music and stuff. I can go see it.
That's so cool. Do you want to know a weird fun fact?
Yes.
Absolutely, of course.
The name Harley Quinn, it comes from the phrase the name Harlequin, which in 17th century like musicals and 17th century theater, they had designated roles, and a Harlequin was essentially the assistant to the main bad guy usually.
So interesting.
Harley Quinn comes from the term Harlequin, which is like an old theater term.
Oh, that's so dope. I never even knew that.
Yeah.
I love history of clown stuff.
Yeah.
And Harlequin's a good clown history.
Yeah, no, that's so dope. I really love that now. That's super cool. Respect.
Yeah. But I love a big fan of Suicide Squad and all of those Birds of Prey, all those movies.
Well, I want to give people a little bit more of a little taste of this one, which is Wicked Till I Kick It.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right.
Oop.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I love how it bounces, how it pops. Like it's got an old guy like me even moving around in my seat, man.
Good. That's it. I would hope it does.
Yep.
Hope to make people move and move their heads.
Well, that's the thing, and like a lot of underground seems to be predicated on violence and stuff. But I found your music, whatever the lyrics aren't, that beat you have a beat that comes and gets you going, and that's what I really like about I enjoy about your music.
Thank you. I will. Dot Strife is the guy who makes the beats, but my main mission with stuff is I really like when things have a happy sound, but then darker lyrics.
Yeah.
Right.
So when I listen to music, I'm trying to think of some examples. But that's in general my favorite style is when it's like the most heart-wrenching lyrics, but to like a happy jingle. So that's what I go for a little bit. I want it to be like the hardness of the underground, but then pop music because I'm not much of a rapper. I'm a pop artist.
Well, you know what? Whatever you're doing it great, and you keep on doing it.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Absolutely. I mean, and I will even say, Wicked Till I Kick It. I mean, that's literally got to be one of my favorites by you, as well as, and I have to just say this, Float, man.
Really?
Yeah, that literally is so, like, for me, it's like you have the rap element, but then as you even said, you have the pop, but then you can also sing. So it's like,
Thank you.
like there's so many dynamics to you. Like that's so interesting to me.
I was scared to try to sing, so I'm glad. Thank you for saying that it's okay and likable.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being multi-genre at all, because to be honest, I feel like as an artist, the thing that can make you so much more like presentable to like different people is by saying, "Hey, don't put me in a box and be like, oh, they're only this."
Yes.
Because it's like, because if you just be yourself, then they're like, "Whoa, like, dude, she's amazing. Like, dude, that's incredible." You know?
Yes. I don't think I could like fit into one of their box. I don't think I could fit into that box if I tried.
Right.
So yeah, 100% on that.
Hey, but at the same time, I will say this. I think honestly, when you put your heart and soul into anything that you truly want to do, there's nothing you can't accomplish.
That's true. True for everybody. Everybody should try to get their dreams.
Yeah, and honestly, I have to also say, just your positivity and your genuineness, I think that really stands out for you as an artist, because I feel like a lot of people, I don't want to say they don't come off genuine, but it's like they come off genuine being like, I want you to like me so that way like you'll still rock with me even if like I'm not what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, but you have a very genuineness where people see it's real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I try to be really transparent because so people always try to put you in those boxes, so I try to be very transparent of like that's, or I don't know, I want to show who I actually am, not what I would want people to perceive. So that's I'm sure you're referring to when I'm like, hey, just so you know, just so you guys know, I'm not actually yeah, I do that for transparency.
Yeah, actually, you had a video the other day that you put up, which really hit me because, like, I think you said something like, "Yeah, like, I mean, I am a nice person, but like, I'm not the nice person that you think or whatever." And I was like, man, I was like, I like the way you said it, but then it was just kind of like interesting, I guess, like intriguing to be like, wait, what do you mean by that? Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, people always with the niceness thing. I've never like self-proclaimed that I'm nice, but I think I'm relatively friendly and kind to everybody I meet.
You absolutely are.
But I don't claim niceness because then when people see the not nice, or even when people see the human side, they get so mad and they're like, she's lying. I've gotten the accusation of she just pretends to be nice. When it's like, I'm not pretending, I'm just a human. And so it's,
right.
I'm not like generically, I'm not overall nice. I'm human. Everyone
Yeah, everyone has different emotions.
Yeah, I'll be nice to you when we talk. Like, I'll be nice to anybody who talks to me, but
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not a robot.
yeah, no, obviously. I mean,
People seem to have that like expectation of they're like waiting for you to slip up. If that makes sense.
yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I will say in this underground that is a thing a lot of the time, but I would just say I think for the people that know you, like they obviously can see like I can't look at you and be like, oh, she's doing it for clout or like she's doing it for
I
this
don't want
reason.
cloud.
You know what I mean? So like, and that's why I love it how like when you just said that people are waiting for it, it's like, wait, well, hold on, wait. You're gonna have to explain that one to me because I don't understand that. Like, I don't see that. You see what I'm saying? Like how can they doubt you? Be like, I know she's gonna screw up. Like, what?
Or,
Like,
I think they do that for everybody on the or
you know?
yeah. I think everybody's waiting, or I don't know. They're waiting for proof that you're not who you say you are. But I try to be as myself as I can.
But hey, that's why we're wicked clowns, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we're nice, but like we're wicked as shit. So yeah,
Hey, there's that whole wicked element.
yeah, wicked till I kick it.
Yeah.
See, I love it.
That was a fun one.
Oh, I bet. And honestly, I always feel like your music videos have such just like almost like I would say like a nightclub kind of feeling to it. I guess if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The music video for Miss Stabby should be out in the next few months as well.
Oh hell yeah. I love that because I know you did say that earlier. Yeah. Okay.
Which that will be a fun one. It also fits that carnival nightclub type vibe of the.
Yeah, let's go.
But then we all part of it's at a Waffle House, which is fun, and like we actually filmed inside the Waffle House. It was cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, listen, me being a Canadian, every time I hear Waffle House, I'm reminded of like Florida stories of really bad shit happening there. Because as right, so our only contact with Waffle House is whatever they say again in Florida at a Waffle House. I'm like, the fuck's going on over there?
When you go to a Waffle House, there like might be a fight. There might it's a good place to go after concerts or stuff. But wild stuff can happen sometimes.
It always seems Florida and Waffle House. It's two combinations that you might as well just set up with a camera after 1 a.m. Because something's going to be happening.
That's actually really accurate.
That's awesome. I mean, I'd actually be curious to see more of that. But
let me ask you, Jayne. What made you decide to do your first song?
To do my first song? Well, actually, so I took singing lessons when I was like a child, and do you guys know my uncle's a rapper?
No, I don't. No.
Okay, I have an uncle who's a rapper. So I kind of wanted to do it since I was little because like I used to get to go to the studio with him and like I sing on one of his songs. Like I always wanted to do it, but I never thought I actually could. And then the producer Strife, who pretty much we were loosely talking about me making music, and then one day he made the beat for Doyo. And when he sent me with the squeaker in the beginning,
yeah,
okay, he sent me that beat. No lyrics. He just sent me that beat. And he like made specifically for me. And when I heard that squeaker, I was like, I can really make music. I could do something. And
that's awesome.
So hearing that Strife made the Doyo beat, and when I heard that squeaker, I was like, I could really do this, I guess. And then we went from there. But I've always, since I was a little kid, like I was like maybe 9 years old taking singing lessons. Which my uncle, who was a rapper, like paid for me to take singing lessons and stuff. So it was really, I wanted it since I was little.
Right. But so I just got to ask though. So your uncle, so is he like within the underground? Like, is he known or like?
He opened for ICP before. It's R.A. the Rugged Man.
Wait. Could you say that again real quick? dope.
He's opened for ICP before. It's R.A. the Rugged Man. He has
Sorry,
songs.
the Rugged Man. Okay.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Wow. Dang.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I do know his career. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know who he is, and that's incredible. I'm actually mad shocked now.
But he's how I know what a juggalo is.
Yeah, I definitely see that now. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Because actually, I'll share this with you. I don't know if you knew. So back when the whole thing where it was like ICP had issues like with Twisted and like Magic Ninja and all that.
Yes.
One of my cousins was actually involved with it. He was like he defended ICP in a track on YouTube, and I'll just put it this way: if you ever heard the song "Double Jeopardy," and it was it's by Ray Ortiz, aka Fuego Flames.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my cousin.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're Nepo babies to the underground.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, cheers.
Cheers, Nepo babies.
Yeah. That's yo. So I'll tell you, when I first realized who my cousin was, dude, I was shocked as hell because I was like, when my one cousin comes up and he goes, you ever hear that Ray can rap? And I was like, shut up. I was like, whatever. And then he literally spit a freestyle in front of me. I was like, yo, that was sick. Like,
Cool.
yeah. And like after that, I looked into him and I was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, my cousin's a freak. Like, he knows how to rap. Like, that's sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely understand that connection.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's really cool.
That is so cool. I'm so glad that we have that in common. Because I try not to tell a lot of people because like I told people when the issue happened back then and people were like, you're saying that for clout. And I was like, but you can literally go and message my cousin. He'll be like, yeah, like yeah, we're family. You know?
I try to keep my stuff separate from my uncle's stuff just because we're very different. So he's so hardcore. I don't
right.
Or he's like so rappy rap, and
yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, so we keep our stuff very separate. But
yeah, no, I feel that. I definitely feel that. That's awesome, man. I'm getting to know a lot more about you now. That's so sick.
I did. Yeah. I didn't know her. That's pretty cool. I like.
And he's how he took me on the Malenko tour to sell his merch. Is how I got into this world. That's how I got into this whole world.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That really that makes me feel so good because honestly, like when you have a family member believing in you enough to like want to bring you into it, that's unreal. Like that's where like that connection, I feel like you'll always be able to like have that as like an inspiration, you know, throughout life.
And something cool I got with it is my uncle's a fabulous stage performer. Like he does his crowd work is incredible. So to get to see that over and over again, it makes me I feels like I have good inspiration that I've gotten to watch, and I've gotten some experiences like even film wise and music video wise that I feel like I'm really happy I've gotten to do, and it could help me with my stuff and be helpful to other people's projects in the future. And
right.
So yeah, it's been helpful.
That's awesome. That's just like, man, when you said that, it really hit me, and it's just like, wow, man, like how like we're actually connected in that way. It's wild.
Yeah, small community.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's why honestly, I don't know if you ever knew this, but one of my homies that I think you may have run into him at the gathering. So his name is Alexander Perkins, aka Les Legs.
Les Legs.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, so he's in a wheelchair, and that's actually why we all call him Les Legs. But basically, he had like a.
Does he also go by Legs? Is it Legs?
No, it's Les, aka.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a guy named.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So he has back in 2010 at the Juggalo Cypher, he was there when Cannibal was still with us.
Okay.
and like they actually like rap together and stuff like that. And
Oh,
yeah, and
that's so
so yeah, so when it comes down to the homies, sometimes like the homies will say things where it's like, yo, we're literally connected in more ways than you think, because it's almost like the more you get to know people, the more it's like, okay, I thought I was like the only one that had like either certain connections, or like I knew people that were older than me in the scene, and so it's like when you have that, like it really helps you to feel like, okay, I am bonded to this community. Like it's not just I want to be a part of it. Yeah,
yeah. I think everyone has more in common than we think.
absolutely, of course. That's that's clown shit right there.
What do you say?
Yeah.
10 degrees of
Real
separation.
fun.
What's that, JoJo?
I said, like they say, it's only a couple of degrees of separation, whichever way you go.
Right, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's 100%.
Wow.
That's so true. So okay, so with all that, now I just want to say, so your show on TikTok,
Yes.
man, the trash fund,
Trash?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so tell me about that. Like, as far as how did you get started with it? Like, was it just like one day you just found stuff and then it became just, talk about that.
Okay. So I don't think I've told this as like I don't think I've ever told it in story format. But my mom has always been a finder of stuff. Like anything we need. She's always just like found cool shit, whether it be thrifting or this and that, but or like garbage picking. She always found cool shit, and I got that same skill set. I don't know how, but it feels like almost magic sometimes.
Right.
But so it was like a casual part of my life for a long time. But then in 2022, I was walking with my we were walking a dog, and I found this witch's date, which you can tell it like still is almost dirty. But I found this witch's date book for 2022, and this is so actually it was December of 2021 because it was right before the new year.
Right.
There was like a fence, and this book was by itself on the ground, like in a place it had no business being. And so like I squiggled over and I grabbed the book, and I cleaned it up, and since then I decided to. It was such a weird. It felt so fate, if that makes sense, that
Right.
I started documenting the things that I found. And at first I was doing it on my Instagram stories, but then I downloaded TikTok and I started or I might have had TikTok, but I started documenting the weird stuff we would find. And my job was a dog walker at the time, so like the stuff that I was finding was so much. And then when I was moving into my apartment, it was like actually, if you look right behind me, like that's a find.
Okay.
This shelf is a find. This carp, these are all finds.
Oh, that's dope.
Wait, which way? This right behind me is a find.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I started documenting it on TikTok. Just really, it was because I was finding so much stuff that I was like, I need proof that this is actually happening.
Right.
And so from there, it just became so many videos, and people seemed to like it, and then people added their own trash videos, and it kind of went from there.
That's just amazing to me. I mean,
it's not on purpose. It's just I'm documenting something weird that's happening to me.
right.
Or something interesting, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's wild, because I actually wanted to ask you. So the name, though, Trash Finds Trash.
Oh yes. I used to say what we found while walking, but so I'm self-proclaimed trash. Like I have some trashy tendencies. I got called in middle school. Like I got called trash because my family was trash. Wait, I know that it sounds self-deprecating, but I embrace it as part of, like, I'm okay to be trashy. It's not a bad thing. But
Okay.
so I was finding this trash, and a lot of the trash that we find, we fix it and make it usable. Like that was in a garbage can, and now it's on my wall.
Yeah, man.
And so it's trash finds trash kind of comes from I want to save things that would be considered trash and make them not trash. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
I'm trash and I find trash, but yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, no, that absolutely makes sense. Yeah.
Before the video cuts out, we're gonna say a big shout out to Jayne Dough for rolling and keeping it 100 the whole way with us. Love
Happy to be here.
and respect, man. That combo with straight flames. And if y'all ain't tapped into Jayne yet, you're sleeping, man. Better get to finding her, man.
Absolutely. And you know what? I mean, it's a shame we have to cut it off here only because of the timer on Zoom. But at the same time, Jayne, we will absolutely have you back on sometime soon, probably within the next few months, so we
Anytime.
can continue this conversation.